When my boss said, you have to go and do a story on Odemira, I thought, photographing storks at Cabo Serdão? The ones that have been in the news lately are the only storks that make nests over the ocean. But at 5 in the morning? You gotta be kidding. Okay, don't move. Smile. Gotcha. So let's begin this in style. I know, I look like a tourist, but you try walking miles with cameras and tripods on your back. This is me looking cooler already on the Mira River. Anke, a German woman, tells me about the otters on the river, the most well-preserved in all of Europe. I know it's difficult to spot them, much less photograph them. I didn't see them, but trust me, they're there. Next stop, Ribeira do Turgal. They tell me it's a magical spot, a microcosm of energy and tranquility, another world. Here it is, Pico das Pias. It looks like we're not the only ones to have discovered the secret. Best make the most of it, guys. From here, I'm going to the beach, Praia da Amália. That's Amália Rodrigues, our greatest fado singer. They tell me it's the most beautiful beach in the Alentejo. Definitely worth checking out. I've never been to the beach where Amália spent her holidays, but you can see why she chose it. I think even I could write a fado about this. Praia da Amália. I'm taking you with me. And how about when I met Chica? That made my day. Imagine a woman of her age fishing from the rocks, day and night, whatever the hour. This Chica, she's a warrior woman, full of stories, well worth photographing. We should be going, it's getting late. The list of things to see here is endless, many of them inside the natural park. And this is still just the beginning, because Odemira is the country's largest municipality. I've only just arrived here, but I feel I've known it for 1,000 years. Wasn't it Fernando Pessoa who said, the best way to travel is to feel? Well, I guess I still have a long way to go. Getting to know Odemira on the job really isn't bad, but it must be even better to come here as a tourist. The truth is that Odemira has so many great places to stay, with an atmosphere that's relaxed and friendly. Some of them have already won international prizes. Now I have to take some photos of the fishing harbor. Maybe I'll catch some fish arriving. No sooner said than done. Do you see the size of that sea bass? A lot of people, both Portuguese and foreign visitors, come here to enjoy the walks, largely because of the hiking trail Rota Vicentina. Right, well I'm going to take a few more photos here and then tuck into an octopus salad. And who doesn't know Zambujeira do Mar? Audience, let me introduce you to Zambujeira. Zambujeira, this is my audience. I'm just going over there to charge up my batteries and I'll be back in time to see the sun dropping into the sea. See you in a bit. I'm Zambujing. I just set up a meeting with Paulo, and tomorrow the serious fun begins. Paulo, did you bring the water wings? Lucky or unlucky, today the sea is flat. But for someone whose surfboard has been gathering dust, the small waves suit me just fine, so I don't need to make a fool of myself. By now you'll have understood what a dull life we photographers have. It's dirty work, but someone's gotta do it. It'll soon be lunchtime, but meanwhile there's time for some warm-ups. Rita has some really fine aguardente. How could I say no? What luck! Photographing food at lunchtime. Hope there's some left over after the shoot. I must get moving, otherwise I'm going to put on a ton this week. The town of Odemira, traditional, tranquil, and full of character. It feels so good meeting these people and hearing their stories as the time goes, as the wind blows. I take some cheese for my journey. I eat one here and keep another for the road. And how about a kilo of bread? Let's have a taste. Delicious. In the middle of this setting of tradition, ancestral knowledge, it's surprising to find that a vision of the future also exists. This farm is one of the largest producers of tomatoes in Portugal. It's an investment worth millions. But there you go. To export, you need a lot of courage. The same with the lettuces, rockets, and closer and more distant cousins, even the grass for big stadiums. From here they export to all over Europe, America, and even Russia. I'm amazed by it all. This has really been an adventure. No more work today. Don't tell the boss I'm here. To wake up in the silence with a view like this, who could feel like working? This sitting here with horses looks like a scene from a film, which reminds me, the other day I met some animals that look more like bison, Cobalt and Van Dam, a pair of limousine bulls. Foolishly, I happen to be wearing a red sweater. Hey, nice bull. I've done more miles than they do in the tour of Portugal, but this really is an amazing sight. I'm really getting into this. I wasn't expecting to find myself in this tranquil, simple, wild, breathtaking Alentejo. For someone who only knew Zambujeira do Mar and Vila Nova de Mil Fontes, the municipality of Odemira has been a big surprise. Frank was my guide to the world of birdwatching, and I never imagined fixing my lenses on such special moments. Unique. How could I ever leave? Unless it's to try one more delicacy. Something simple, crabs, and percebes, whose barnacles. Some people call them percebes, which means you understand. Well, do you? All this is an ode to the gods. The sun, the people, the smiles, stories, and emotions that remain fixed on the retina. For anyone embarking on the journey between coast and countryside, Odemira is a revelation, and I experienced it. And just like the storks, the only ones in the whole world to make their nests over the sea, I also feel different here. I discovered a new me. Even if I have to leave here today, I already know I'll just have to come back. Odemira, pure Alentejo.